A seismic shift is reverberating through the halls of one of Hollywood's most storied studios. Major changes are underway at Paramount Global as the company embarks on a new era under fresh leadership. This week, CEO David Ellison initiated sweeping layoffs, about 1,000 jobs, marking his first major move since Skydance took control. The decision sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, signaling that Ellison is not afraid to make tough calls. The restructuring signals Ellison's intent to reshape Paramount for long-term survival in a fiercely competitive media landscape where only the most adaptable companies thrive. Delivered via internal memo, Ellison framed the cuts as a necessary step toward a leaner, more focused company, one that can respond quickly to industry shifts and audience demands. The atmosphere is tense, confirming weeks of speculation since the Skydance acquisition. Employees are left wondering what the future holds, as uncertainty hangs in the air. The timing is strategic, coming just before Ellison's first earnings call, allowing him to present a streamlined operation to Wall Street and demonstrate decisive leadership to investors. By acting decisively, Ellison aims to shift the narrative from legacy inefficiencies to a bold, forward-looking strategy, one that could redefine Paramount's place in the industry. These layoffs are just the opening act in a high-stakes transformation that will define Paramount's future, as the company bets on reinvention to reclaim its Hollywood legacy. Ellison's justification for the cuts is clear: strategic realignment. A rapid review post-merger revealed overlapping roles and outdated workflows, prompting urgent action. The goal is to exceed $2 billion in synergies, requiring more than just trimming fat. It's a complete operational overhaul. The layoffs free up capital to compete with tech giants like Netflix and Amazon. Paramount is shifting from traditional media to a dynamic, IP-driven model, prioritizing global franchises and data-driven content. The company is sacrificing headcount now to invest in high-growth opportunities tomorrow. Success hinges on whether these bold investments can truly redefine Paramount's future. Paramount's story is now one of sharp contrasts, a company caught between the urgency of survival and the ambition to reinvent itself for a new era. As layoffs ripple through the company, affecting hundreds of employees and entire departments, Paramount is simultaneously making massive bets, like a $7.7 billion deal for UFC rights and acquiring the film rights to the blockbuster Call of Duty franchise. These moves come even as the company tightens its belt elsewhere, signaling a bold willingness to take risks in pursuit of future growth. These headline-grabbing investments are designed to position Paramount as a major player in live sports and global entertainment franchises, aiming to drive new subscriptions, capture younger audiences, and maintain cultural relevance in a rapidly changing media landscape. Deals with top creators and bold ventures into digital media, such as the partnership with the Free Press, show a willingness to diversify beyond traditional Hollywood norms and embrace new forms of storytelling and distribution. Ellison is dismantling the old Paramount, stripping away legacy structures and practices to build a new, riskier, but potentially far more lucrative version of the company, one that's unafraid to challenge the status quo. The strategy is clear: cut legacy costs and redirect those resources to fund bold, high-reward investments that could redefine Paramount's future. But the stakes are enormous. Success isn't guaranteed, and the risks are as high as the potential rewards. Every decision is a gamble, and the margin for error is razor-thin. Ultimately, Ellison's tenure will be defined by whether these audacious gambles pay off, or if Paramount's transformation proves too risky to sustain. Ellison's aggressive overhaul has sent shockwaves through Hollywood, disrupting the status quo and sparking intense debate across the industry. The speed and scale of his changes have left many insiders reeling, as long-standing traditions are suddenly upended. Some analysts praise the speed and decisiveness, seeing it as a much-needed jolt for a company that had grown stagnant. They argue that bold moves are essential in today's rapidly evolving media landscape. Yet others question the wisdom of such massive spending amid layoffs, warning that financial risks could outweigh potential rewards. The tension between innovation and caution is palpable. The creative community is wary, uncertain about how these changes will affect their work and the projects they care about. Many fear instability and talent loss, as the new direction could mean fewer opportunities and a shift away from the creative freedom they once enjoyed. Inside Paramount, anxiety and uncertainty dominate, as the old corporate culture is dismantled, replaced by a sense of unpredictability about the future. the company is pivoting from broad content production to a focused, franchise-driven, media tech hybrid, aiming to compete with digital-first giants and leverage its most valuable brands. Ellison must now win over both Wall Street and his own workforce, convincing skeptics that his vision is not just ambitious but achievable. All eyes are on the upcoming earnings call, where investors and employees alike hope for clarity and reassurance about the path forward. There, he'll need to justify his vision with concrete plans, detailed strategies, and a clear roadmap for sustainable growth. The industry is watching closely to see if this bold strategy will set a new standard for Hollywood's future, or ultimately serve as a cautionary tale for others considering such dramatic change. As the dust settles, Paramount stands at a crossroads. Ellison's strategy is high-risk, high-reward streamline, exceed synergy targets, and reinvest in blockbuster IP and live events. The next earnings call will be a crucial test. Investors want proof these moves will pay off. If successful, Paramount could become a lean, formidable competitor, inspiring similar transformations across the industry. But failure could saddle the company with debt, erode morale, and trigger deeper cuts. The future hinges on flawless execution and the market's appetite for Ellison's vision. The next 2 years will determine if Paramount's reinvention is a masterstroke or a cautionary tale for Hollywood's old guard.